Good morning all. Apologies for the husky voice, but I think I've got a start of a bit of a winter cold coming on. Right, it's Saturday morning, just on 9 o'clock. I've come out here to do a bit more work today on the DIY paint booth. I did do back end of, or during the week actually, in the evenings, was a bit of a test of the suction. You might have seen it in one of the videos. It seemed to be pretty good. It's pretty encouraging, and that was without the actual metal frame being taped into the floor. So hopefully I'm going to have pretty good suction in the booth. As you can see, I've got the fans sort of taped in place. The idea is you just initially I can just plug them in here on the extension lead. It's also got the rotating outer disc as well, as obviously for plant propagation. It's got two of those. At the moment I can only turn on and off from outside the booth. I might end up having to put something inside the booth if possible. If there's no danger of any sparks at all, so I can turn them off inside the booth. So today's objective was to try and get done the taping of the floor. You may remember I sort of run out of tape before. Finish off taping around these fans, put some filters on. Got a hose that's been installed, a hose that's been delivered. The idea is it'll go there and then go out to my garden doorway, so I can see sucking fresh air. Obviously that will reduce the suction a fair bit. I'm going to have to move this up here to try and get a nice 12-inch outlet in there. Seems to be the most obvious place to put it, and so the air flows from the top corner down to the bottom front. On the way home yesterday from work, just popped into a local DIY store, Wix's, to get some more tape, and it was one of those sort of eureka moments. So I ended up going to look for this. So the Grilla sticky tape, obviously, pretty good stuff. So I've used that to go all the way around the floor this morning. So gone all the way around here, taped it into the metal panel, and then obviously taken in the plastic sheeting if it wasn't already. So the whole of the floor has been sealed all the way around. I also picked up some of this clear tape, which I didn't realise Grilla did. So whereas I've got bits of tape, unfortunately I have nicked it a few times, so where I've got tape presently covering up any slots, any little holes that I've made, I'm going to replace them with the clear tape, so it looks a little bit better. So I've already done one down here earlier on. There was a bit of white tape over there, so I've put the clear on, so it looks a little bit less amateurish now. So I've got a cut and water of them to replace in a minute. So I'm quite happy that I've spotted the clear tape. I was sort of umming and ahhing what to do regarding the door. Various ideas, wanted to make it nice and easy, user friendly. Doorways, I think it's about 3 foot, 36 inches. I had got those panels that you might have seen beforehand. I was going to try and make into a double door. Still sort of throwing around some ideas, and then when I went to get the tape, literally on the shelf along, there was one of these. Door frame quick door, obviously designed for you when you're decorating your houses, just to lock up the door, so when you're doing your sanding down, maybe to sort the paint fumes in. And it's a zippable frame, so the idea is I'm going to give this a go. So it's just about 1.2 meters wide, probably a little bit longer than what I need. I did quickly have a little look at it last night, but I think it's going to probably make my life a hell of a lot easier. So I'm going to give that a go and see how I get on. Right, having taken the door out of the bag, I've just quickly put it up with a couple of clamps, centralised it. Left a bit of excess at the bottom, so the idea is I'm going to cut these edges back and then tape it into the door frame. At the moment it's way too long, both sides, or way too wide, sorry. So cut them back, tight into the frame, bottom zip is there, zip up. You might get away just with using one side. You can then roll the actual centre door up and effectively leave it rolled up at the top. But you need to put a couple of holes through there if you want to do that. Bit like the door you have on your back door in the summertime. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good one. So I'm going to cut the sides back, tape it all in, and let's see how it goes. Well, I spent the last hour having a go installing this doorway. Initial tests are really good. I've cut it down so it fits inside my frame, which is about 32 inches in, I think it was. Taped it all in. So I've taped it into here, right into the corners. Done the same over this side as well. I've left these bottom flats loose at the moment. They can obviously be taped in here if I need to, both sides. Outside, I've retaped over this edge on the outside as well, just nice way of pulling it off the tape as it goes in. It was a bit too long, so I haven't cut too much away actually any off the length. All I've done initially, I just pulled this down, it's just wrapped over the top of the roof for a moment. I've got a little bit of excess here. Just taped it up. As you can see, it's plasticized right up to the edge of the zip. Bit of an overlap at the bottom. So the intention is, you obviously use the doorway. Have it taped up all the time. I don't need it down. I'll give you a good shot of this. Got about 3 or 4 inches in excess at the bottom. So the zips, hopefully, will pull down quite easily. Obviously it's only designed for light use, so I'm not going to try and abuse it so much. It's not bad because this is one-handed. Now at the bottom, you've still got an excess there. With the intention initially, if I need to, is to cut this strip of box section down, just lay it on the floor like that, just cut the little bit of excess off. To control how much suction I want, because I've had both the fans running a few minutes ago and these sides are billowing in quite a bit. That's before I've even done this repair here. But obviously I will be putting a nice big 12-inch hole in there in a minute. So that's looking at that quite a lot in time. I believe I'm going to be able to use either 1 or 2 fans and work out if I need to control the air that way. Obviously there's quite a lot of dirt in my workshop, so I really want to keep that area clean. So I sealed off so no dirt comes from the workshop from the bottom of the door. So hopefully I'll just be able to use the ventilation there out to the door and 1 or 2 fans on to get the right amount of suction, but I obviously don't want to stress out this plastic too much. Obviously it's not heavy duty. So yeah, I have to see how I get on. But yeah, initial tests are the door will be ideal situation what I want, and a quick fix to I wasn't quite sure how to make it nice and simple, but this seems to be a pretty good idea. So here goes with cutting the ventilation hole.